John Cleese has declared that the entire BBC board should be thrown out over the fiery debates involving Gary Lineker and David Attenborough. John Cleese urged fans that the solution was to throw the BBC board out in an explosive rant triggered by what some perceive to be censorship. Both Gary Lineker and David Attenborough are at the center of dramatic debates focused on the channel, and the Fawlty Towers star didn't hesitate to join the argument. Taking to Twitter today in view of his 5.7 million followers, he reposted a thread about threats to freedom of speech, which referred to Gary being forced to step down. Throw the BBC board out. Replace them with people who want the BBC to make the best possible programs for the British public, he retorted. He added that the channel had become a pale shadow of its former glory, in his eyes. The rant comes hot on the heels of another comment the former Monty Python star made about leaving the BBC over his Fawlty Towers reboot. Head disclosed his fears that he wouldn't be given sufficient freedom to express his character in a world where cancel culture is so prevalent. The thread John had responded to this morning, by tweeter at @LouisenWood, had blasted Gary Lineker forced to step down by #BBC board for criticism of the government's incendiary language. #David Attenborough episode taken off live broadcast for criticism of environmental policy. This isn't about impartiality. It is government censorship of progressive voices. The news about Gary being suspended, reportedly for refusing to apologize and agree to moderate his social media comments more closely, was released yesterday, and the nation has been in uproar ever since. Gary had described the Conservative government's new policy against illegal immigration as immeasurably cruel and expressed his concerns that the language used harked back to 1930s Germany. However, the comments sparked a backlash from some who felt he was trivializing mass genocide and the murder by millions by the Nazis, including a prominent rabbi. On the other hand, some agreed with him while many felt he should be entitled to share his opinion. One of those was Jeremy Clarkson, who defended in his Sun column today that his opinion was valid despite the fact that all of the people arriving in Kent have come from France, which, last time I looked, is not a war zone. Jeremy has come under fire himself in recent weeks for his incendiary comments about Meghan Markle, after he clumsily referenced a Game of Thrones scene and told the world he'd like to see her paraded naked through the streets and pelted with excrement.